Ooh, nope, can't kill you. Do I have another? Yep, I do, sir. May I have another? Oh, I never equipped that. That would be useful. And we might already need a heal. Especially because I wasted a turn equipping a piece of equipment. Ah, these vicious baboons. They're so, Oh, wait a second. Why am I not using any of my more powerful attacks? Die. Okay. Probably want to be using a witchwood bark. Don't know why I'm being so risque. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a witchwood bark. We could use that yuckweed stem and see what that does. It tastes disgustingly bitter. It didn't heal us at all. Okay, I don't know what they do. Let's use witchwood bark instead. And did I say witchwood bark? I meant waherchumcha. So we just use that waherchumcha. And now we're going to remember some of these. So just punch him in the face. And there. One way to be a little bit less hurt by these confusion stuff is to, when there's an enemy that you can see, hold down the control button before moving. Because if you try to move someone that is not an enemy, you just don't move. But if there is an enemy, you're able to attack, except why is it not working now? In this version, apparently I need to be diagonal to enemies in order to have that work. But that's how you're supposed to break through walls if you are burrowing, or if you have burrowing claws, it might just be that you can walk into it. I'm not sure. Notice how now the shale wall is fine. If I was really patient, I could destroy the shale wall. But that's not so important. What's important is, if you are confused and you hold the control key down and you're using a good version of this game, you should not walk to random empty squares. You should only attack enemies that are near you. So it's a little bit of a nice way to avoid walking in stupid directions. And so many monkeys. So many monkeys. Let's hide a bit. You're a monkey. What do you have? You have a small stone. You're one of those jerks. And they are running away. And right back. So, this guy is wounded. We should be able to take him down and get whatever loot he had. Just kill this guy and hide, because there are probably more monkeys. If memory serves me right, these goats don't like monkeys either, so you can use them to kill these goats. I wouldn't worry about the EXP loss, since it's not so much. There are lots of them, so it's 10 experience per large army of them, or per unit in the large army. But still, I wouldn't really care. Whoa. We have another hulking guy. And we got a level up. If I was paying more attention to my experience, I could have avoided that 2 hit points and gotten a higher amount of stuff from that. Let's see. We have 2 mutation points. We may as well be watching this. We have 510 experience, and we need more than that more to get to our next level. Let's see, do the goats hate these guys? Let's experiment a bit. No, apparently the goats are fine with them. Just my imagination that they're not. So let's just move on. Wait a second. Oh, you take. I thought it said that the baboons were killing each other. But they're not, alas. And here are the enemies we're far more comfortable with. Bats and snapjaws. Notice how these guys, these cowards of cave spiders... Oh, he's injured? What? How did he get injured? These guys don't run after you and try to hurt you. These guys fighting? Yeah, they are. I didn't know that cave spiders and snapjaws fight each other. But cave spiders are cowards. They're gonna run away from you, and they get cornered and then fight you. Unless you get caught in their web. In which case, they'll just go fight you and try to take you while you're slightly easier to kill. Very odd. But it doesn't particularly matter. Here's another snapjaw. And let's just eat more. And we don't really care about the snapjaws being able to get closer to us while we're eating, because we think that we are more invincible than we are, and we'll suffer for that later. So just picking up some iron sellables, because who knows, maybe the guy will have something we want to buy. And we barely got any experience since I last checked. And there is a ranged guy here, who just took a snapjaw kill for me. So I'm going to take a kill from him. And by that I mean I'm going to kill him. Except I already did. All sorts of things here. Pick up some staves. Yeah, this time I am actually planning on trading. Last time I didn't really nearly as much concern myself with trading. And just pick up the weightless arrows. Not that I plan to use them in the future, but they weigh nothing, so I may as well. And a lantern leather cap. These things are pretty rare. Also, not so useful. What am I doing? It also behaves very similarly to a mining hat. Anything lanterned, I think they're all hats, all lantern items, will, let's see what it says, will provide light. Just like a torch would, except they last forever. If you're looking for a torch that'll last forever, you probably just want to stick with a glow sphere or a floating glow sphere. Especially if you want to be using ego, in which case you really would prefer to get a null worm skull, which we don't have yet. So we may as well equip that. In fact, we may as well have equipped some hats earlier when we first got our first hat, but we're not that smart, so oh well. He's injured, we're gonna win. We may as well just continue to pummel him. And what do we get? We got sturdy. Ooh. Well, let's first see what this is. The trader had some of these, so I'm happy I didn't let the curiosity get the better of me and try to purchase them, because they're just speed boosters. Not anything useful. And these Borderland revolvers are not so terrible, if memory serves me right. But I have no bullets for it. And neither did the hermit that I got it from. So, whoa. Immediately we run into a tot eater. I hope he means tater tots and not children tots, because that would be, well, there's quite a difference between those two. So let's just back up and fight them one at a time. Let's get a hit on this guy. And now we get to fight him. Should we be silly? Let's see, he doesn't really have such great weapons, but he has really good armor. Yeah, let's be silly. So we possess him. He happened to be carrying around a copper nugget in addition to his armor. Just curious what he had there. So let's get rid of all that stuff. He can carry his silver nugget, I don't care. Silver nuggets are just like copper nuggets, except superior and harder to get. Gold nuggets are even better. Let's just kill this guy now that he has nothing, and he's still difficult for us to kill for some reason. Hey! Why don't we try to use some of these charges up? Kill a bunch of the snapjaws behind him while we're at it. So, now he's dead, and we just can run right through some of these other snapjaws. And take a nap, because that took quite a toll on our HP. All these corpses, so many. Yeah, there are a lot of them. And we're full. Let's get these black robes. Some of this other nice stuff that we can sell. And oh yes, he dropped that studded leather armor that I wanted. So let's just, it's bloody too, that's odd. Armor does that. Not that it particularly matters. Get rid of this woven tunic because it's not worth selling. I thought that there was a, there were nuggets. I guess the nuggets moved here. Yep. Oh, I already picked them up because I have, pick up nugget-ish things on. I'm gonna hope that these are worth picking up. They're slender, so they weigh less. And they're worth a little bit more than usual. But what's important is that they weigh less. That's really gonna throw the, dram to pound ratio up. not worth picking up these things, and I'm not picking up like leather caps because they just simply are not so profitable. And a nullworm skull. Let's get that on in place of our lantern thingamajig and move on. How about a lantern skullworm? Skullworm. Nullworm skull, not skullworm null. Me and my word mess upness. So, oh, what? Oh. Yep, near chest. Get some witchwood bark. And I wasn't watching the timer, so I think that I'm just going to stop now before this becomes even more audio desynced and come back in a half a second.